They say the fabric of our community is culture. Do you think that's the case? Is the average traveler looking for culture when booking their next destination? Are you? Are you seeking ways to engage authentically as a traveler? Speaking personally, I want to engage with the society, from the subgroup to its majority. But in order to do this, I must feel comfortable with the level of peace and security when deciding to go. Why? I need to know that I'll be safe in the destination of my choice, especially if I'm going for enjoyment and to let my hair down. When I lived in Europe, I experienced a breach of peace and security. I walked into the middle of a demonstration against the local government. Peace was on pause, and the locals decided they'd have enough. They decided that the local government was not giving them a reason to maintain peace. I realized how important peace was and that it could stop because locals decided it should. Giving up the peace includes everyone. It's the cultures you have heard of, and it's the cultures you haven't heard of. Many times, it's a socioeconomic reason. I realized through my travels that by supporting locals, I was supporting the peace. By putting money into their local economies, I found out that this gave them peace, a way for them to provide for their families and to build the capacity of their communities. It wasn't $5 for a necklace. It was $300 for a meal and accommodations. This meant more money in their community and also a fresh perspective that many travelers were driving past on a tour bus. Finding rural tourism initiatives became really important for me. And I became purposeful in putting my money into small businesses by engaging with cultural activities within subcultures existing in the larger society. It meant being intentional about connecting with the Moluccans in the Netherlands, the Papua New Guineans in Bali, and the Afro-Peruvians in Peru. So I decided to create a travel service called Ennoble. After working in a 5-star hotel with a 2 Michelin star restaurant on the Amalfi Coast, in the United States Peace Corps and the United Nations, it was the community-based tourism initiatives I worked on in Brazil and Ethiopia I favored. Throughout my travels, I realized that so many Black and Brown communities were not being featured as travel experiences in cities and countries at large. I decided that their voices needed to be amplified. It was important. And so this led me to start my business, a travel service called Ennoble, which literally means to give nobility to structurally elevate communities and are finding ways to maintain their peace, but they just simply need amplification. At Ennoble, we find the ways to integrate best practices around supporting cultures that want to be known and are lesser known, those that are not broadly marketed in the larger travel and tourism industry. Allowing cultural subgroups to diversify the experience in a larger society gives them a reason not to disturb the peace. It allows them to shine and contribute to their society their way. It gives more reason for travelers to enter into countries because they get a 2 in a country deal, or maybe 3 or 4. It's why everyone loves New York City and adores the multicultural experience and areas of serendipity they find while hanging out in West Fourth or Harlem. This is why we need travel experiences to reflect the true experience of the land, giving diverse cultures the ability to bridge gaps of misunderstandings and to ensure that they too are included in the fabric of the society they live in. Thank you.